Hello again, everybody. This is Chris Powell here with you all, and today I'm just going to be breaking down another game for you guys that happened last night in Arizona. The game was on a little bit earlier, so if you didn't get a chance to see the game, that's okay. I got you covered right here with all the analysis and all the stats, so let's get right to it. The Pittsburgh Penguins were awarded an early power play chance, and I mean early. It was right out of the gate almost. And Jared McCann decided to take advantage of that, and he was able to get a goal 2 minutes and 43 seconds into the first period, getting his 13th goal of the year. He's been doing really well for us lately, so hopefully he can keep it going for us. Doing a great job filling in for Sidney Crosby, who did not play again last night. But expect to see Sidney Crosby sometime this week. It is confirmed that he might be back sometime this week. So expect to see him. I'm sure he'll be ready to go. He'll be excited. And hopefully he'll be able to give us another boost and some more speed and more skill to hopefully give us another cup in the summer. And then a few minutes after that, Arizona's Connor Garland was able to score 14 minutes and 23 seconds into the first with his 15th of the year. And then after that, it was pretty much back and forth action, a lot of offensive possession time for both teams, but no one was able to score. Now to get to the second period, it was getting chippy a little bit, I'd say. There was a few good cheap shots in there. I thought the refs were a little bit tic-tacky last night with the calls, but, that's going to happen sometimes during hockey games. So another example was last night. So if you do look at the highlights, you'll see what I'm talking about when it comes to tic-tacky calls. Malkin did get cross-checked, and then he retaliated by pushing a guy, but then they called cross-checking on Malkin. So got a little confused, and I was a little frustrated about that call, but, it all worked out in the end. Because the Pittsburgh Penguins, right after that, Malkin got out of the box. He was able to dish one off to Patrick Hornquist towards the right of the net, and it was a little bit of a bad angle shot. But Patrick Hornquist was able to put one in 3 minutes and 51 seconds into the second period, getting his 11th goal of the year. Then Arizona's Taylor Hall, who is widely known as a hockey player, he was able to get a goal 9 minutes and 51 seconds into the second period. So now the game is 2-2. And then pretty much after that, it was just a lot of, skating. Teams looked a little sloppy on both sides, in my opinion, after Taylor Hall's goal. But as I said, it was close and it was a dogfight. So it was exciting. And then to get to the third period, Derek Stepan was able to get a goal for Arizona, getting his 8th of the year. It was a little bit early in the third period, I'd say. And then Pittsburgh, after Derek Stepan scored, he was struggling a little. The Penguins were struggling a little bit. They looked a little slow. They looked sloppy a little bit. But then Mike Sullivan, as you know, he's probably one of the best coaches in the NHL. He was able to grab his team on a timeout, and he was able to get his team ready to go because he realized he was down a goal. And so did the players as well, so they needed a little bit more fire in them. And then just under 10 minutes to go, Brandon Tanev, number 13, who was a huge pickup for us in the offseason. He's a little bit like Hornquist a little bit with his physicality. He's a very speedy guy. I mean, I think he's probably the fastest skater, in my opinion, in the NHL. With his speed and determination, he wanted to give his team a chance to win the game. So he decides to cut towards the middle of the net, pick up a loose puck, and he was able to score on Arizona's goaltender to tie the game. It was a nice goal. It was exciting. There was a lot of Penguins fans there, so if you see his goal, you'll see a lot of Penguins fans jump up in the stands, even though they were in Arizona. It was an exciting goal, as I mentioned, so the Penguins did have a chance to win the game with his goal. Now, to get to the overtime period, it was pretty much the same for both teams, I'd say. A lot of back-and-forth action. It is 3-on-3, so there is a lot of open ice out there. A lot of chances, grade A chances, just because of all the space. But nobody was able to put it home in overtime. And then after that goes on to a shootout, and that is the most exciting part of the game of hockey. This game did go into an 8-round shootout, so it was long. The goaltenders were equal to the task. They were amazing, both sides. Arizona's goalie was big. He was 6'6", I believe, so he is a big goaltender. So the Penguins were struggling a little bit to get one on him. Malkin and Letang tried to go 5-hole on him, and it didn't work because he's a big guy, as I mentioned. Tristan Jarry looked amazing in the shootout as well. He was making timely saves. He did give a goal up, and then Brian Rust was able to get a third goal to tie it up in the shootout. His move has always been a forehand backhand roof shot. That's been his move, as I said, since he came into the league when it comes to shootouts. So he was able to knock one through by doing his move and going forehand backhand top shelf, and he was able to get it past Arizona's goalie. So after that, the shootout was 1-1 apiece. As I said, this game did go into an 8-round shootout, so it was long. Due to the goaltenders being so great in the shootout, Pittsburgh's Teddy Bluger decided to change things up a little bit, because most of Pittsburgh's players, they were trying to go 5-hole, and it was not working. So Teddy Bluger decided to change things up a little bit, skate in with some speed, and he decided to go top shelf left corner on Arizona's goaltender, and he was able to get a goal for Pittsburgh, and that gave a huge boost for them in the shootout. And then all Tristan Jarry had to do was just make one save, just one more save to give the Penguins the victory, and he did just that. So the Penguins were able to come out on top last night. As I said, it was an exciting game, and if you didn't get to see the game, that's okay. You could always look up the highlights if you'd like to. But the Penguins were able to come out on top in Arizona, completing a perfect road trip. Last night's final score was 4-3, so it was close. These last 8 meetings have been close with Arizona. It always seems like it's an overtime or even a shootout, as it was last night against Arizona. So, as I said, it was close. So that's basically how the game went down last night. Hopefully I was a big help to you guys for last night's game. The next game is tomorrow night against Minnesota Wild, and it is in Pittsburgh, so we are back home. As I said, expect to see Sidney Crosby tomorrow night or sometime this week, so it'll be exciting to see him back on the ice again, and hopefully he can help our team out a little bit more. The game is at 7 o'clock, and it is not on AT&T Sportsnet. It will be on the NBC Sports Network. So if you do have that channel, sit back, relax, enjoy the game. Hopefully our guys can get another win, and hopefully I can give some more analysis for you guys for Minnesota's game. And hopefully you guys have a great week, and let's go Pens. So I will see you guys next video. Thank you guys.